Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 129. We are so glad to have you guys listening today. Oh, man. Comment something down below if you want to see us talk about it, or if you want to be on, go ahead. That's the only way you can get on anymore is through the YouTube comment section, actually. It's a new little change.
You know what? You should comment down below. What size aquatic animal could you take in a fight?
In the water? Or
Yeah,
like,
in the water. Out of the water, dude. Give me a great white. Out of the water?
No. Okay.
I mean, if we're in a room this big, maybe. Actually, yeah, if we're in a room this big, it can't move. So, yeah. Dude, give me that.
Trying to think of like an even matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like an amphibious environment where like we both have like 50% strength. Like you think like a
Swamp, I
swamp,
guess.
you like a Florida Everglade, like where
But like,
it's
it
open.
has to be a sandy bottom. It can't be muck or you get stuck and you're done, bro.
Yeah.
I would say in the ocean,
Dude, it's sweet small.
gotta be like a.
It'd be so tough.
Nah,
to,
give me like a
swim
sunfish because they don't have big mouths. They could like slap me, I guess, but I don't think they have strong fins. But like, that's it. Or like those flatfish. What are those flatfish called? Those carpet fish. You know what I mean? You know the one from SpongeBob where both of his eyes are on the same side? The big dude. And then he's like real thin when he turns toward the camera.
Real big, dude.
Yeah, those carpet fish, whatever they are. Give me one of those. I think I could take that. Just like roll them up like a fruit roll up.
But that's not really impressive. Like,
I know, but like, if you want
But
to
it's
do
a
any,
size thing. It's a size thing.
Yeah, if you
the
do
biggest
any-
aquatic animal you could take on.
if you do anything impressive, like you're not gonna win.
Yeah.
Like if you do something that like weighs as much as a human, you're gonna lose in the water.
I mean, like maybe a lemon shark, I guess. But I wouldn't want to beat one up because they're like nice. Or like a nurse shark or nursery shark. They're like all nice, bro. I wouldn't want to do that. I guess if it was aggressive and fighting, I would try to take that one on.
Before we go too far off topic, hit the like button, subscribe,
Yeah.
and you can follow our
Follow us.
Instagram and TikTok at Speaking Sporadically.
Yeah.
Before we really go out into the deep end here.
That's all, folks. See you next time.
that's all. The line pops in that little circle thing.
That's usually at the
all,
beginning. but yeah.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, and it's like that. It's like that old music, like
What is it? Porky the Pig? From Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
might
know.
be.
I think it is. He pops in the circle.
I think
Anyway,
a lot of different characters have done it over the years, but he's the one that
He's
does
the
all the
OG,
stuttering.
yeah.
back to the topic on hand.
They need to bring back those deranged screams that they used to have in old cartoon shows.
Like the
know
goofy
those-
one, like, yeah.
No, there's those crazy ones. Like it's really prevalent. Like Tom and Jerry's. Like his
Oh,
toe
yeah.
gets smashed on. He's like, just the crazy.
No, he's right.
I'll look it up.
Oh,
He's right.
I think I kind of know what
You'll
you're
hear it.
talking about.
He's 100% right.
I'll just look at like Tom and Jerry deranged scream.
I like the ones from He-Man, which is old, but like the laughs and the screams in that were so funny. Like the arch villain of that whole series or like the whole show, his laugh was like, yeah, and that was it. Like you're not nefarious, dude. You're
What's
like
his-
slightly dubious.
What's his name again? The evil guy from He-Man,
Oh man,
Doom or something.
no, it's just like the skull or something like that. The skull from He-Man, or the Skull Master, Master Skull, something like that.
Okay, I had to make sure. I don't know.
Make sure it's an actual deranged scream before you play it.
It's not like gonna. I can hear it.
It's all hilarious, bro. These are iconic.
That is wow.
It's crazy.
I never realized like because
Like,
someone
somebody-
had to make
Yeah.
that sound.
Yeah. That's like someone screaming.
That's like
So
a real
funny,
like
dude.
pain scream. It
So
sounded like.
funny.
Wow. Anyway, I think I got my answer. If we want to go back to that sea.
Yeah, go ahead. What is your?
I feel
What's
like
your
a
pick?
nice, like pound for pound. If we're trying to get something that's like the biggest weight, I think like a nice sea turtle.
That's what I was thinking.
It's messed up because like sea turtles, obviously, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They're
with
like
shark.
the angels of the sea, but like a big size one. I feel like I
Dude,
could
give
take
me a
down, and
plastic
they-
straw
they
to take
kinda
4
weigh.
of them out. Sorry. I wouldn't.
No, that's funny. I
Thank you.
purposely buy extra plastic straws just so I can throw them in the
Just buy a
ocean.
6-pack on the way to the beach. And
I only buy those things that have like the six packs that have those nice plastic
yeah, that's
circles
got
around
only
them.
yeah.
And then I try to hook them on penguins.
Nice.
Ever since I've seen Happy
I
Feet.
stopped using.
It's like the ring toss game.
I stopped using fish hooks. They're just too gruesome. I just use the plastic rings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just throw them out there.
It's
They look,
humane
get your little
that
head in
way.
there.
I take them off. Obviously.
I saw a video of a guy. Excuse me. His girlfriend asked him. It was probably staged, but it was still funny. His girlfriend asked him like the age-old question, like, "Would you still love me if I was a worm?" And he goes,
Mhm.
he goes like, you know I fish, right? She's like, what do you mean? He's like, of course, I would love you. He told this whole story about how like I'd be with you, I would find you, I'd quit my job, I'd quit everything, I'd stop talking to my friends, I'd be out in the mud, the dirt, the rain, all day, every day for years if it took that long just to find you. And then I'd catch a nice trout.
So I could put you on a hook.
So I can put you on a hook. Because you're a catch, is what he said, basically. At the end, he saved it. He's like, because you're such a catch.
Nice.
Like,
Nice.
It was good. It was good.
Just smart.
Maybe
You got an answer, bro? You haven't said anything.
Yeah, what's
the sea turtle, bro?
Oh,
You
come
can't
on.
copy.
Be original. Be original.
We know you'd struggle against Little Nemo, but like, just try to say something.
Well, you can't find him, so it'd be
Nemo
kind of tough to
messed
kill
me
something
up.
you couldn't find. Dude, I'm on fire today. Just kidding. That was pretty good.
Probably if we're talking like biomass, probably like a coral reef. Let's go ripping it up.
I said aquatic animal. I don't know if those
Mm.
qualify. Those are colonies.
Yeah, I think they're
Those are
considered-
microorganisms
I think they're considered
that
plants.
that make up
I think
colonies.
they're considered like plants.
Sorry, pal.
Maybe not.
Oh, I know
look
what it'd be. That guy, that big old fish, big old light in front of it.
In anglerfish?
Yeah.
No, those aren't that big. Bro.
Not that big?
No.
I thought they were massive.
Yeah, compared to Nemo, I think most of them are like the size of your foot.
Fine,
I'm-
I just do the Meg.
All right, Jason Statham.
Dang. Corals are animals.
Oh, all right, all right, all right.
You guys didn't think I
Give me
had
give me
that.
That's good. Okay. My fault.
I mean, that's fine. That's pretty sad if you could try to just punch in a plant.
Yeah,
That's all
you're
you
not
can
allowed in
Did it win?
Australia anymore.
I
Did it win?
guess.
Okay.
Biomass, yeah. I suppose you did.
Another day, another 4-9 victory.
Okay.
Wow, for the OG.
mess it up every time you mess something
Victory
up.
for the OGs. All right, but I want to hear this. So before the pod started, they were telling some funny stories about mowing.
Do we
wherever you
restart
guys were.
entirely? Because mine about the...
From the top.
Yeah.
I could restart.
I just want to say like where you're working, obviously.
I guess I could...
Oh,
yeah, I'll
guys.
start with the headset because
Bro,
that's
guys.
where my mindset was.
You gotta listen to the pod on 1.25 speed. It's
Why?
way better that way.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I haven't tried it, but
1.25 speed.
Yeah.
just slightly faster. We're talking a little bit faster. This is probably something really fast on the pod.
Yeah, have to like.
If you're listening to that on 1.25,
Yeah,
that's
so
really-
today
yeah,
But-
let's make it normal. Let's make it normal.
Yeah.
Please
But even like the
tell
jokes,
God.
even the jokes hit harder, bro. the,
yeah,
the timing's like freaking
before you
perfect.
can even register it, people just burst out
Yeah,
laughing
yeah,
out of
yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
But no, so Sherman and I were reminiscing a little bit about our time a few years ago working for a lawn care service
Sure.
down about 30
about
minutes south of here.
Bow.
Down over yonder.
10, 20.
Core
Down
mile
over
10,
yonder.
20.
Oh, yonder, yep.
Some old gentleman named Mr. Andy. I actually
Mr.
remember his
Andy.
last name right when I said his name like that. His last name came into my... I'm obviously not going to say it, but
Yeah.
that's weird that I remember it. I still got a pile of checks from him sitting on my desk.
Me too.
Cashed,
Yeah, I've scratched checks.
but I rip them.
I have a big old pile.
I'm a ripper.
But no, we were just reminiscing about it.
No, no, no.
How we both kind of liked to.
Make sure that's tight.
We both in. How we both kind of liked to mow and everything.
It was fun.
I remembered I didn't twice when we went down. I've like 3 or 4 times. I forgot my headphones, and so he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem. You take these," and they're like big over headphones and stuff. Normally, I'm used to like Beats or something. He gives me these suckers.
Didn't
I'm
they
like,
have a big antenna too?
and they're so old.
Trying to
I'm
get like serviced from the stratosphere.
like I knew immediately when he turned into his office to go get them out. I'm like, these things do not have Bluetooth.
Held together
I
by
know
electrical
for sure.
tape.
By electrical tape, dude. By hope. That's what they were held together by. But he pulls them out, and there's big overhead headphones and everything. They're super comfortable. I got to give them that. But they're radio headphones. But not like normal radio headphones. I could switch to the radio, and they were speaking like Spanish or something. But the big feature of them was, you could download songs onto them. So I'm like, well, I'm not going
It
to
was
download
like an
songs.
MP3 player headset.
Headset, which is really cool as a concept.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
not in the Bluetooth thing now. It's just fun. But,
Yeah,
but
oh,
at
no,
the
of
time,
course, yeah.
like,
At the
just
time, I
all in one.
it was such a
Yeah.
good idea, but I didn't have anything to do it with my phone, and I wouldn't feel comfortable uploading my music onto his, so I was just listening to his songs the whole day. How long do you think we were out there that day up at that school, Jacob, when we mowed that? That was one of the clients.
do the whole day of mowing, and we easily did
The
9-hour days are about our normal.
It was about 9 hours with probably 1 hour in between for lunch. I listened to 3 songs the whole time, cycling through, and it's like it drove me a little crazy, but it was better than the mowing sounds of just doing.
Yeah. And they're a little bit noise canceling.
And they were noise canceling. Yeah, they were really good.
And it was kind of cold out that day.
But there were. It was cold out.
Like I remember my headphones were nice
and
and warm.
Brisk, dude.
Do you remember the 3 songs?
Dude, no, I didn't recognize any of them.
I don't think they were.
Oh.
They were like barely in English too. It was like broken English.
It was bad. So,
because Isaiah comes up to me and we're like taking. It wasn't like our lunch break, but I think we took like a mid-morning break. I was taking a piss in like one of the porta johns, and
we went from the back to the front.
Yeah,
we just finished the whole back. Yeah,
and he's like, listen to this track. He pops them on. And I'm like, why are you listening to this? He's like, you don't know that song? I'm like, no, I don't know that song. He's like, skip it. And I'm like, this is skip it, okay? I don't know any of these songs. Skip it, okay? This is the first song. Wait, what? He's like, that's what I've been listening to for the past 2 hours. I'm like 2 whole podcasts down. I'm like, oh no, buddy. My experience has been so good. I'm sitting there listening to podcasts. I freaking love
learning
knowing
stuff.
Yeah, learning. I was listening to Real Estate Rookies.
Yeah, I was left with my thoughts for basically 4 mostly unbroken hours, and then another 4 mostly unbroken hours after that, and it was a surreal experience. Just like, and you know when you mow, I don't know if anyone relates to this. When you mow, especially when I mow, there's a certain zone you get into. I know Sherman knows what I'm talking about. Devin knows what I'm talking about. A certain zone when you're just looking forward and then you're just doing your stuff. And if you mow like a big yard and you go straight for so long, you don't really have to focus on staying straight. You just look straight ahead. And then when you stop, you get this like weird tunnel vision where it feels like the peripheral is like still moving
it's like
backwards.
Zoom, you're like zooping in.
So like that mixed with just like thinking over top of the songs that I've been hearing, I think it did something to me internally.
I was pretty zoned out a couple times. I started mowing some guy's yard, like off school property. I'm just do a couple stripes, and I was like, "Oh, this is not the soccer field anymore." No, I was about to finish. I was like,
I do remember we were in
minutes.
such a zone that day. This is a little. We'll get back to it. We were in such a zone that day. I don't know if you remember this jelly bean looking hill in between the baseball diamonds and the soccer fields.
Yeah. That's kind of. It was pretty similar to where we had the trucks parked. It was right by the Galvin parking lot. Yeah.
Dude, we were in a zone. We did that, and we were like, we got both of our respective areas.
Yeah, it's where we converged at, wasn't it?
We converged, and we literally just went around this hill and like circle of death to each other until like we just like met and we're like, all right,
at the top, and
we
took our headphones off, put it on like the little.
Never once did we communicate. Every now and then we just like peep up where the other one is. I'm like, yeah, we'll just do this. It was a good time.
It was fun, bro.
But that was like hours.
It's so weird. The one weird thing about that job is I can remember every, like if I think of the location, I can remember the podcast I was listening to and the topic. I've listened to so many podcasts.
I can remember
and a lot
the
of them,
3 songs one of the 3 songs that was playing during each
you
location.
got the chorus down.
No.
Baila. It's so weird how I specifically remember like the things they were talking about just like in that location. But it's pretty much only with that job. There's a couple at the golf course I can do it too. Like when I think of hole 7 at the golf course, even when I'm playing, there's this podcast with Joe Rogan that has Paul Stamets in talking about mycelium. And every time, bro, I'm playing that hole, it's all I can think about. Yeah, it's a mushroom. So it's weird.
I have that with the nursing home that I used to work at 2 summers ago, because I got my stuff in order by then, because that was a lot of mowing. So I podcasts and songs. I remember pretty much every time that I put it on shuffle, or like when I went on Spotify on the rare occasion, and then I put it on shuffle. I remember every time that I like stopped the mower to like download the song on my other like music app, my main music app, just because I liked it. So I remember every new song that I learned and where. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember 2 summers ago when I was working for the town we live in, Dancer Home by Cody Johnson would come on. Like after my playlist is done, remember I was talking about how my neighbors did that. It'd come on. I remember wanting to throw my phone in the pond, and I was this close. because I remember I was weed whacking around a pond, and then it came on like 3 times because apparently I didn't queue up enough songs each time. I was tired of queuing them up and like in a playlist, so it just kept coming back on. I was getting furious. That's all I think about when I see that pond now. I remember like
You don't like that song?
Pond.
It's good song. I like it. I liked. Maybe I probably like it again now, but it just when you hear it every.
Yeah.
It was too much. I could still hear the. Oh, frustrates me.
What pond?
Back in the industrial park.
Oh, I got you. They all have those. That makes sense. I've just never seen it.
Cool, I think.
I remember running.
probably don't
I
use
remember
those,
at the nursing home, dude. The days that were like there wasn't much to be done sucked because I just go out on this tiny little gator that shut down half the time with a weed whacker and like 8 batteries for this electric weed whacker, and then like 2 spools of line.
String.
And it was hell. I just drive around. I mean, sometimes it was great because, like, if we'd have 2 days back to back, the second day I would just drive around and do absolutely nothing and just like talk to old people, which was great. And then like help them like mount the TV or something. But those were the worst.
Those days at the golf course were the best.
Walking around finding stuff to weed whack. I hate weed whacking.
I mean, I would.
The fact
I would
that
pretty
if
much
I was
do
on
the
a
same.
mower, it'd be great. But the fact that I had to get off, start it up, and then sometimes unspool it or take it apart just to spool it up.
I do that all the time
I
too for
couldn't
the
be
town.
bothered. I couldn't
Just
be
like
bothered.
go weed whack stuff.
Yeah, I would have to
find
weed whack
something.
like every tree at the golf course, bro. So, but you're at a golf course, you got golf clubs.
It's true.
Play a hole or two.
Yeah. But no, do you remember, so that day with the headphones, right? So we get into the truck and then we plug it in it plugs into the aux, which was so funny.
I was gonna bring that up.
We plugged it into the aux. So
Plugged it into the aux.
we listened to these songs. Even we joked about it.
La
No,
Bamba?
it wasn't La Bamba.
Oh, I was gonna say.
We joked about it that day because in the 1 or 1.5 hour break that I did have when I didn't have to listen to it, we plugged it into the truck and listened to it.
Yeah.
So
This
I had
is-
a whole day of listening to these
This
three
was like when we
songs.
got food or whatnot.
Yeah.
One of the days prior, do you remember what we whipped in? What we whipped into one of the job sites?
What was that thing?
That old mail truck.
Oh yeah, it wasn't with the big
like
old window.
UPS like box mail truck. Bro had like a big old
It had
stick shifter,
a-
like one of those like 2 foot tall stick shifters.
Dude, that thing had a cockpit window. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, it was
Windshield.
and you were like up like 6 foot.
We were high.
Like, your
I
butt
felt
was,
like
like,
I felt
6
like
foot
if we
up.
turned
Oh,
more
yeah,
than
could've
4
easily tipped
degrees, we
over.
would have tipped over.
One of the worst
Insane.
breaks I've ever felt in my entire life. Like
Yeah.
to the floorboards, 100 feet out,
Yeah.
and I might make the stop sign.
You know how when like when
Horrible.
you're driving, you can feel the brakes a lot better than when you're not driving. I could feel the brakes so incredibly well, and I was sitting in the passenger seat. It was bad, dude.
Come on, stop, baby, stop.
But no, and then we're talking about another time, and this is where it gets relatively funny. Embarrassing for me, but relatively funny. So this is a separate day, and we were doing
I don't know what that property was, bro, but that property was awesome.
it was
I love
really
mowing
cool.
that
I feel like
property.
it was a Legion Post run operation. It was like a campsite with
Yeah.
like a lodge on it.
It was
really
kind of like
cool.
a White Oaks type of deal.
Yeah, it
almost.
was really cool.
It was like a White Oaks. Almost.
family or post owned campsite.
It was
Campground.
cool.
It was really neat. But we mowed it pretty big. It took half the day, quarter of the day maybe.
Yeah, half the day.
Some shenanigans happened. Was your story there? I feel like it was there.
No, that was at the school. No,
Oh yeah,
at the
it
school.
was. It wasn't a rock. We'll tell that since it was at the school. This is the same day as the
yeah,
music.
this was the same day, bro. So we're mowing like the front of the school. This is like the back. Half of the
I
day.
remember.
And this one was bad, bro, because it's like right when school was getting out, and I was right by this intersection. So hundreds of cars, bro. I get my mower stuck in like a 2 foot wide, 2 foot deep hole.
Right on the
imagine,
corner of an
Imagine like the back
intersection.
wheels in the hole, right? And I'm flooring it, trying to get out. So my mower is tipped up like this, just going like whirlpooling around this hole, and my blades are like cutting the mud and like digging into the mud.
It's
I
making
could
it
not
worse.
get it out, bro.
Could have made it to China if he kept
Oh,
going,
it was
dude.
crazy. It was probably like a 4 foot wide hole. by
It
the time
was insane. You know what it was?
flicking mud everywhere.
When we finally got it out, which was a disaster to get out.
So hard.
But we finally got it
We ended up
out.
pulling it out.
We
Yeah.
kept mowing, and then I get a little farther down the way. Like you went this direction and then turned and got stuck. So I went this way, trimming up the rest of it, and I kept going to a corner, like a nook in the school. And and I saw a big old shrub they had just torn out with all the dirt attached to it. I'm like,
it
dude,
was.
you take it like
That's exactly what it was.
fill it. Like,
Yes.
pack it with the dirt.
I swear, because the grass was like it was invisible. It was like a Vietnamese
Yes.
booby trap. The grass was the same height as all the other grass. So I swear, the last time they mowed over it must have been like high, and they must have hit it like perfectly
no
dead
flags,
center and went,
no
went over
flags
it.
swing.
Nothing
Made
there.
everything like
Yeah.
uniform, bro. And I just was like 2 foot to the right and just whoop. It hurt too. It freaking hurt because I free fell for like 2 feet, landed right on my left hip, and then like my rib cage
Yeah.
bent into me, and I just went.
Well, and it's
I was
those
like,
zero turns too. So you like slam into those like the metal brackets that
Yeah,
hold, that
yeah.
control the angles. So you like slam into that.
I was like,
Not
Lord
fun.
have mercy, bro. And I was like, I can get this thing out. I can get this thing out. Start driving around.
No, I remember seeing you in the distance. I wish I would have seen it happen, just like off like this tiny little mower, because it was a big lot. Tiny little mower, just go. It just gets stuck and it starts spinning like you're flushing a toilet.
Yeah. I didn't
But
think
I just see you. I see you at some point like.
it
do,
was
like, a half
definitely dumb.
circle and
Not,
then, like,
not to
pop
turn
your
the
head
blades
up.
off was definitely dumb.
Yeah.
he probably had to sharpen this the next day.
Dude, we saw some rocks in there. Not pebbles. There were some rocks in
Yeah,
that
it's like
dirt.
shooting mud.
It's okay. It's better than what I did. Never hit anything with the blades, which is good. But at this other place, at this lodge place, it was the end of the day, so we're all kind of going quick. And there's like 4 or 5 of us working on this whole thing.
Yeah, this was
All
like
in
the full,
total.
his like full pool of resources. We were
Yeah.
on this project.
So we're working on it. We're going kind of crazy, and I'm doing my own thing, and I'm probably the farthest away from anybody else. So no one's watching, no one's supervising Isaiah, which is a bad thing, evidently. So we go, and I'm mowing a ditch, which is what we started talking about this for, just because mowing ditches is sketchy sometimes. And I'm mowing, these mowers go fast, like pretty fast. Maybe 15, probably 15.
Yeah.
Um,
If you letting her loose.
I was letting her loose, dude. So when you're mowing a ditch, I don't know if anyone can relate to this. These guys can. You either do this, you either go up it, down, and then adjust, and up it, down, adjust. That takes too long. Or you come from up and then go down. That takes the same amount of time, and it was the road. Or
You try to skate it.
you could skate the rails, which is angle it up like this diagonally, like 45 degrees up from.
If you get the perfect
Straight.
amount of vertical force and horizontal force, you will continue to move and move forward while not falling into the ditch.
Yes.
So you're
Because
not
you're-
full vertical. You're just enough vertical to match gravity. So you're staying.
Yeah.
You're
on your
staying,
staying
but you're also
line,
moving
but you're
this
still
way.
moving.
You're
to your
moving
right.
along it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing, and then I was so.
And the best way to do this, you got to get some speed.
you
So
need
I've done some by the road before. I kid you not. I'm on the road, right?
Yeah.
I'm running parallel to the ditch. I nosedive
Yeah, you
in,
gotta
and then I
speed.
crank
Yes,
that
you
freaking
have
zero
to.
turn, and then you
Yeah.
crank it, turn, and then you go full force up, and
the,
you just
the best thing to do is
Right
not go
in it.
slow and then crank it when you need it. The best thing is to just full blast so that
Yeah.
any micro adjustment will just fix you right away.
Mm-hmm.
That's my philosophy, and it works 99% of the time. The 1%, and this is probably like a quarter-mile stretch that I'm doing down 2 different roads. So it's taking a little while. So I'm doing it. I get one whole stretch done, no problem. I look at it, admire my work. Later, find out my work wasn't all that it chalked up to be in my head, but we'll get to that later. I do the other stretch, no problems. And I'm going, and this time I have my own music. I'm bopping to like Taylor Swift or something. I'm just kidding. Bopping to like, I don't know,
At the time, when was
Par-
this? 3 years ago? 3 years
Paramore
ago?
maybe. Well, I was 3 years ago. I was probably listening to
Well, when was this? Was this 3 years? Summers
nothing
ago?
current. I barely ever listen to anything super.
I'm
current.
pretty-
Listen to what I'm saying.
What?
First of all, this is deja vu. I have seen this like moment right here, and it's tripping me out right now. Actually,
What?
when were you doing this job?
Yes, we
like
were like
3
16.
summers ago.
16.
All right, so 4 summers ago,
Yeah,
something like
give or
that.
take.
All right, what were you listening to 4 years ago? 4
probably Red
summers
Hot
ago?
Chili Peppers.
Oh, it was definitely Red Hot Chili
Definitely there was
Peppers.
a Red-
Four
I know
ago?
I was that day.
Definitely Red Hot Chili Peppers.
See, there you go.
Thank you. Jacob helped, not you.
Isaiah thought you were.
You asked me, you're like, what was it, 3 years ago? So what were you listening to 4 years ago? That doesn't make any sense.
Trying to figure out at what point you were doing this job, so then you can go back in time and think to yourself, what was Isaiah listening to 4 years ago? And then because I said that, Jacob goes, "Oh yeah, at that time I was listening to this," and then you agree.
That thought process has already happened in 1 microsecond in my brain.
Yeah, maybe not for everyone else out there. I'm explaining it.
I think they understand the thought process behind, like, what was I listening to?
You
that
guys
day?
were the type of people that didn't show your your work in math class, okay? And you got it wrong. I showed my work. I'm sketch. I
I
showed
was
my
gonna
work.
say, I showed my work.
I
I'm the
showed my
teacher's
work.
pet. You're
I'm
not.
just- you
I'm the
didn't-
pet.
you
I
guys
get
got it
all the
wrong.
kibble.
You didn't show your work. I know Jacob's got counted off because he didn't show his work in stats class, and it bite you in the butt now, and it's biting you in the butt then. Okay.
I did show
Continue.
my work in stats class.
I mean, I low key passed the
there's one
class.
part you
though.
didn't. You told me about, and you got it.
no,
You
it's because
didn't
I
do
got it
much.
wrong, but I didn't know if he was going to look through my work
Yeah,
and
that was
count it right.
one.
Yeah.
I thought there was another time you told me. Maybe not.
He died like a dog. He did not show his work.
Anyways, I demolished a stop sign. I was in the zone. I wasn't thinking because I'm at an angle. I'm looking at the sky.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
not.
I'm clear.
I'm confident. I just did the last one perfect. Not even. I mean, that line. You could have modeled a level off of my line, dude. So good. So I'm confident. I'm looking at the sky. Listen, like, what is it? Yeah. I was like, boom.
Drop.
I didn't even want to look at it, dude. And so I didn't hit it straight on. I clipped it. I underestimated how wide the mower was, and I clipped it with the guard, thank goodness, of the blades, which is good. The guard was small nick. The stop sign, I had to get up, turn the mower off, get up, check if anyone witnessed the crime,
The crime.
and then straighten it out. And then they had this like peg in the stop sign. So like to drive stop signs in, they must have, I don't know, not all of them have it. I'm pretty sure that. Either they forgot to take it out or they just left that one in on purpose. You know how you take like a hollowed out spud bar and drive it in?
Yeah.
They left it there. So I stuck it and then I just jumped on it a few times like a pogo stick and then like stuck it in. I stood back to admire my handiwork and that thing was like, I'm like watching, I'm like, oh hell yeah. And then it just slowly goes.
Level enough.
And then I kept mowing. And then
Well,
and then
were you actually mowing?
I was. The grass was shorter. I cut the grass shorter. I just, after probably an hour and a half to 2 hours of mowing without any supervision, quickly realized, with the help of other people, I forgot to lower the blades.
So the deck was up the whole time. So this man was cutting grass at like
It
3
was like-
inches.
no, dude, it was like
It was longer than that. 3 inches like standard for a ditch.
Yeah, dude,
It was
it
probably
was-
like he was cutting like probably like.
No, it
6
wasn't
or
the
5.
ditch.
Well,
It was
It
the
was like
ditch
this whole lot.
plus the entire lot.
Oh.
It was like
Then
3
I
football
don't know.
fields worth of grass.
Oh,
Yeah.
And this old guy was pissed. I
that
don't know
worked
if
with there. With
Yes.
Yeah, it was an older
I
gentleman.
think
He was
it may
not
have been like our
happy,
boss's
dude.
dad or something.
No,
He
it wasn't.
was
It was just an old
pissed.
guy, bro. Maybe his uncle.
Some random old
Could
guy.
have been his
Crank.
uncle. Our boss's son was chill. He's like, oh yeah, there's 5 of us. We'll just finish it up.
Yeah.
And you were just making fun of me.
Yeah.
I was in denial.
This old guy was cussing up a storm.
I
He
was
was
in
like
denial.
kicking rocks on the ground. I'm like, man, we're almost done with it. Like, just get on your mower.
Yeah, it took like 20 minutes to wrap
Yeah,
up.
especially with the 5 of us.
I mean, I own up to it. That was just dumb. We mowed like 2 or 3 places before that, and I didn't forget those times. I just got lost in the bang, and I just forgot to do it, dude.
happens to all of us. I feel like I've done that before. Not that long, but like definitely putting the deck down. Something you forget. You just
Yeah, but
Not
I
the
forgot one
golf-
time
not
that
the
I could-
golf course. It's freaking mower decks. They dangle by your side.
Yeah, you're not gonna forget
Yeah.
that. There was one time I was mowing at home, and I'm like, this is taking so long. I had mowed already the whole backyard, which I already explained kind of sucks because it's by a lake, and there's a lot of trees. It just wasn't fun. Getting lines right kind of sucks, and it was so slow. I'm like, and I just in my head, our mower's just like, it gets the job done every time, but it's just not the greatest. And then I get to the lot, and then I'm like, gosh, why is this taking so long? I just completely forgotten after years of mowing that I could adjust it from turtle to rabbit mode. So I was riding that thing in style in
That's
turtle
embarrassing, bro.
turtle mode. Oh, it took so long.
That's embarrassing.
All right. Well, that's actually perfect time. We're gonna wrap up this segment. We'll be back in a couple seconds.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Devin, don't sit on your keys.
Holla holla.
Oh, what a beautiful, crisp day in here. It's actually really cold in here.
That is.
You guys should really appreciate us for this one. We're freezing our toes off.
Do you guys have anything, by the way? Because I have something. I've had it for a little bit, and I think it's a good question.
Well, I was just going to say one
But if you
thing
had
probably
something.
this whole segment.
Okay, what you gonna say?
Apparently, they're rebooting with a new cast.
I saw
Kung Fu.
that.
Oh.
Wizards of Waverly
Wizards.
I
Place.
saw that TikTok, and I was scrolling through the
Like,
comments. I'm like, yo,
They're
is
also
this
doing a
legit?
live
What's going on? What's going on?
action How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
That's gonna be sick.
With, is it Gerard Butler, or is it the other
I don't remember
big
the
tough
actor's
guy?
name. But I
Who's
think the
playing?
reboot's gonna be really successful. It's not a horrible idea because once like a generation has passed, like there's still kids that will watch the show and that probably aren't gonna go back
See,
and see the old show.
Because
So.
here's what I got
That'd be
from
good.
it, from my little like Sherlock Holmes studying on it. On the TikTok, I saw the Disney Channel was still tagged, so that makes me think like, okay, it's gonna be a Disney Channel show. It's gonna be more of a kid show. Because I was thinking like, okay, I wonder if they do the more adult route where it's like 16 plus, 18
Like
plus.
the iCarly.
Yeah, like where it's like there's maybe a few curse words, the big action and whatever. I'm like, maybe it'll be more adult. But then I saw the Disney Channel was still tagged, so I'm like, okay, this still might be a kid show. I haven't watched the Disney Channel in a long time, but I guess I might have to start
Yeah.
to see what this is about.
I have to go back.
Unless it's still like, really directed for really young kids, but I'm not sure.
I hope they make it more Harry Pottery.
Has the Harry Potter remake came out yet? The show?
No, not yet.
I wonder
No.
if that's gonna be
But
successful.
you know what I mean about Wizard Way of the Place. They did it was like cheesy magic. Some of it was interesting, like the
Yeah.
movies and stuff. But it was like cheesy magic.
guess
I kind of hope
it's
they make
true.
it more, not like the.
They never really
Death
did anything
and
like
danger stuff.
revolutionary with it.
Yeah, I just hope they make it more whimsical. Like. I hope they kind of turn it more into developed cinematic universe.
I'm not gonna lie, that movie though was so good.
The one where they
They went to
lost
that
their memory,
one.
right?
They went to the.
There was a tournament of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the plot was their family went, and then Selena Gomez's character like pretty much did some like crazy strong spell, and
Oh,
their
yeah.
dad and their mom never. It's like for that, it wasn't what she
They-
wanted to happen, but to fulfill her wish,
Mhm.
that's how they went about fulfilling it. So
Yeah.
that's like a pretty common thing, and then it ended with a battle of who got the wizard ship. How bad would that suck, being a wizard for 18 years, knowing it exists and getting it ripped away from you? Oh my god. But her and her brother battled in the ending scene. That's like the tournament.
Yeah.
And then she
Good
got
movie.
the wish, and then everything went back.
Yeah. No, like she won.
No, I think he won, but I think he like gave it to her or
Yeah,
something,
it was
didn't he?
something weird.
I'm pretty sure she won.
And then gave it to him
Yeah,
or
'cause
did
he-
something?
I'm pretty sure like she won and kept it.
Yeah.
Is my remembrance of it.
I remember someone winning, but then someone pulling like the bigger card and like did the selfless thing.
I don't know.
Maybe her
can't
brother
remember.
let her win for something. Like he gave up or did something, or
I don't
vice
know.
versa.
Maybe the power
It'd be
of
reworth.
family like overcame the spell for a second, and he like remembered. I feel like there was something to
Well,
do
the
with
kids.
Like,
The kids all remembered each other. It was like the mom and the dad were separated. Didn't know the kids.
I could have swore there was a moment where he's like, I don't even know. you.
Yeah, I think he might be. Yes, I think only Selena remembered,
Yeah,
and she had to
you might be
convince.
right.
She had to convince
because they didn't think
her
they were
brother or
siblings.
whatever.
You might
Maybe
be
they
right.
technically weren't at that. I can't remember. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw it too, and I thought it'd be pretty
Worth
cool.
watching again though.
Yeah, she convinced him.
Yeah, I
at
think
the
she had to
end.
like, yo, like believe me, and then she probably did some things or said some things, remembered some things to get him like, okay, maybe you are.
Yeah.
No, bad.
What?
My hand's cold. I thought you were warm.
Stop.
Anything else then? Or I got a pretty good question, I think.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, that's all I got, brother.
I like this one
Quiplash
too.
on here sometime. I like because it's so.
Oh yeah.
That would be a good time.
Be so hard.
This question is very fitting. I thought it related to it a lot because we were on our Skyrim grind.
Yeah.
The question is, if you could steal any artifact from any fan fiction, any fake world, any video game, what would it be?
I'd steal Genie's lamp so that I could rub it and then say, grant me the ability to manifest any artifact from any fiction or video game in the world at will.
All right,
But then I'll
Jacob,
give a
someone
real-
that
but
wants
then
to
I'll
have
give a
maybe
real
some
answer
fun.
after
All right, you have one wish left. Can I get 3 more wishes? Yes.
Can't do that. Thank you, Genie.
The genie's lamp is a pretty good one though.
Thank you.
It's probably the best one. We're shooting for second now.
I mean, there's definitely some good
I'm not gonna
ones
lie,
out there
that's-
that are
Oh,
like,
I feel like that was a
I
pretty
got
good
some
poll,
good ones.
but
I got
I'm
some
gonna
good
I'm gonna
ones.
give it another
like
go.
I know
probably-
one that off
I'm
the top of
trying
my dome.
I might go for like an infinity stone.
Yeah, I was thinking the Tesseract, which is
Mhm.
the Power Stone.
Yeah.
Thanos'
Because, like,
completed glove.
Yeah, there
I
you
don't
go.
know if that's multiple. I think that's multiple artifacts. You can have the
Definitely.
gauntlet or
Once they
one
were,
of the.
once they were all
Nah,
attached to
bruh.
it. It's
Once
one
it's attached, it's an
no,
artifact.
No,
yeah,
That is multiple artifacts.
I'd die
used
if I
together.
used it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
true.
think.
But it'd be
Like,
cool to
that'd
put in a
be
case.
Yeah. Is that Lego? No, that's real. Yeah, that's real.
Try it. Okay.
That's real Thanium
Does.
night. Yeah, you get in your. Yeah. You just have to get someone else to snap it with your will.
I
You don't
mean,
know what's gonna
like
happen.
Captain America's shield would be pretty cool. Thor's. I guess you
Yeah, but
probably
you
couldn't
can't
lift
use it.
Thor's hammer. Couldn't use
Yeah,
Thor's
you couldn't
hammer.
use
You're not
Well,
Thor's
you
sure.
couldn't. You don't know how to use the shield either. It's not that
Yeah,
the shield
I mean,
is-
you just
No,
it's
the
a
shield's
shield.
just valuable metal, really.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't throw it. You
vibranium.
couldn't
Yeah.
throw it like him.
But you're not gonna get the practical use.
But
out
it's
of it.
still a
I
shield.
think
Yeah, you could
that's
sell it,
like
I guess,
D
but then you
tier.
don't
Like
have
if
it
I was if I was gonna rank that one, though.
Yeah, I mean,
D
that's
tier.
not what I'm picking.
Well, I'm still stuck in Marvel right now. Okay, I need
I'm-
to
yeah, I'm
think of
getting
some
out
other
of it.
ones.
You guys got me
Um,
on a DC though. It's not
If
much
I
better.
needed something that was like really cool, like if it like wasn't about power,
yeah,
I would take from the Uncharted series Drake's ring that he wears around his neck. That would be so sick. Or the ring from the Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna say the one to ring would be kind of cool.
Okay, yeah. I'm picking the ring from the Lord of the Rings. The One Ring. For power.
Couldn't wear it though. Could you?
It could become invisible.
Yeah, but then you get obsessed with it and you get paranoid that everyone's trying to take it. and
Well,
you
how
kinda
long did
default.
Bilbo had it for like 40 years? He was vibing. He was chilling. He only used it on occasion.
It's true. It's true. I have two. Oh, I lost him though in the conversation. One would be. Oh yeah, I got him back. So one would be kind of cool. The Crown of Benzariah from Skyrim would be kind of neat. The one that you collect all the gems from. So basically, when you have it in your possession, you get the ability to just magically find precious gems in any drawer, case, or bag you open. Be kind of sick. And then the other one that's like less wealth and stuff is the compass from Pirates of the Caribbean. The compass that it doesn't point north.
I like
Everyone
that
thinks
one.
it's broken, but it points you to what you desire most, which is pretty cool. I think
Which
that'd be a pretty cool
has
thing.
a lot of complications if you have a conflict of interest. That was a big part of a lot of the movies. Is it wouldn't work for Jack properly because he
Yeah.
didn't know what he truly wanted most in the
But
world.
when you sort it out and you take the time to contemplate, then you know you've made the right decision when it's pointed straight. So I think it's even with those, it's still a tool to figure out what you want to do with yourself or your life and blah blah blah. I mean, I feel like most of the time it's just going to point at like the ice cream in my freezer, but it would just be cool. Just be cool.
Some water, I'm like mildly thirsty.
It points to the. This thing never works right.
What you need,
You, like-
is, what
it's
you
like-
need is below you.
It's a life changing
You're done.
moment, like a fork in the road. But you're like, you bust it out, and right as you open it, your stomach grumbles, and it like points to a ham. It's like,
Or the things above you. It's not only on the X plane.
oh Lord, yeah,
It's on the Y-axis.
it's going in a circle. I'm pretty confident I know what I want. Why is it doing this? Dev,
That's a good one.
I don't know.
Oh, I'd be kind of messing with like the invisible cloak from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
cool. Well, I would just take a wand.
Is magic included though in the
Yeah,
wand?
well, you
They're
have
a conduit.
Yeah, you have to be like it wouldn't. You'd never be good because you're not a real wizard. It's like you
Yeah.
couldn't control it. It wouldn't be powerful.
Yeah, I
it'd
guess
be
muggles
dangerous.
probably couldn't use one.
Yeah.
Like I think they could, and it would do like
Ooh.
something, but it'd be like
Potion of luck.
Oh, yep, liquid luck.
Or
Liquid luck
potion
would
of
be-
placebo. You know,
Oh yeah, that boy, I like it. It wasn't placebo; it was actual luck.
No, Ron's was. Remember
Ron's
he-
was placebo when he went ham in Quidditch
yeah,
that one
Quidditch,
day.
and he got like all the fame, and he got the girl. And
No, he didn't use it.
Yeah,
there was
I
nothing
know.
in the potion.
Yeah, it was placebo.
That's what we said.
Yeah, but it
placebo
wasn't a
then.
potion placebo. There was no
Oh.
potion. He just
Oh,
faked
yeah.
pouring it in. is what
Yeah, it was more
But
like
you guys
a
are right,
joke.
story wise, yeah.
Yeah.
That is so cool. That was a really cool thing they put
Yeah.
in there.
Because it like took a
Or she
while.
put it
Because
in.
like probably for like half the movie, I don't remember how long it was, but everyone
Yeah, half the
believed
movie
that
you thought he had the
he
luck.
actually had the luck, and then
Yeah.
Harry pulled it out, and it was still full. And I was like, whoop.
Just needed the confidence, man.
A lightsaber would be pretty cool if you consider that an artifact.
Ooh.
What is a Death Star an artifact?
I don't know.
The only
I
thing is-
wouldn't.
The thing is, they argue that you need the force to control the lightsaber.
The
Though.
lightsaber itself?
No.
even?
Yeah. That's the only
I
way it
don't-
makes sense.
No, you just press a button, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think like from a physics standpoint, how would the laser not just like keep going? You use the force to bend the laser back in.
No, dog, because then they would just use the force to extend it infinitely
Yeah.
and slice everything.
Yeah, bro.
Then
It's the
again,
mechanics.
if it's an actual lightsaber, I was watching a video about this. Like, you know how they do they actually fight like they have a sword and everything. If it's a lightsaber, it has
Doesn't
no
make
weight. The most the effective fighting strategy is literally just
Yeah.
that, bro.
Yeah.
That is the,
The
best
longer
way
the
to fight.
lightsaber, the better
Longer.
the fighter.
The
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Just have like blaster tips coming off the end of it. No, but no.
But yeah,
you need
the
the
theory.
force.
Well,
I think you need the force for a lightsaber
the-
to work.
no, it doesn't, dude. It's all
I
mechanical.
literally watched a nerdy physics guy.
He's
about it.
wrong, and I just proved it. If the force controlled it, why would you not just make it longer when you
Yeah.
need it to? They can't do it.
Isaiah, because that is not.
The Sith would do it.
No, they wouldn't. They still have respect for the code. For the Jedi code, bro.
Dude, how do?
There's a brethren code when you fight with a lightsaber that you're not allowed to do that.
How did the one pilot do it then in the new movies?
What? You're gonna need more explanation
It
than that.
says it's difficult but not impossible, kind of like a wand from Harry Potter.
Oh,
I don't really get how.
I will
though.
take a wand.
Well, again, I didn't look up
Yeah, I
wand.
know.
This is lightsaber, but they're
Yeah,
conduits of the force energy.
But no, I think
can be more
what
difficult.
could
not
get around that
impossible.
whole phase through thing is that because they go through the gem somehow, or the crystals, somehow filtering through the crystal, the laser would have to develop some sort of magnetic field, and so the same magnetic fields, as long as they're strong enough within the blades, would cause them to bounce off of each other.
Yeah.
That's
It's probably just
One of
like
the
a
physics that
power
makes
thing.
sense.
Yeah, like the weaker your force, the weaker the force of that laser is.
it comes out all floppy.
Yeah, doesn't burn anything.
It's I mean, honestly, that'd be kind of cool, like a lightsaber whip.
They haven't got.
That's made me think like an Iron Man suit, a working. Is that considered an artifact though? I think we're
No,
kind of
what
getting
you get out
away
of
from the
pieces?
question. I think the question was designed to be like
Like a
an
weapon or
artifact,
like
yeah.
yeah, I
like
know
a
what you
single
mean.
thing, like artifact not. But that'd be cool. A full working
Yeah.
Iron Man suit.
That'd be neat,
Blast
that'd be
around.
I'd take an Elder Scroll.
Yeah, I mean,
What, are you gonna go blind?
ultimate power that's
somebody else.
beyond the gods. You know, that's pretty good.
The thing is, like, you couldn't study for years and years to learn how to read it without going
Yeah.
blind. You just like, well, it's now or never. So
But if I have powers beyond the gods, I'm just gonna restore
We'd-
my vision, bro.
You'd get to be able to read it.
Yeah.
And I don't. Again, it's pretty ambiguous on what you actually get from it. But
yeah, you'd have to get the right Elder Scroll. You'd have to pick out the perfect one to get the power, so that it's not like one of them will just tell you prophecy. If you get the wrong one, you're like, well, that's useless information.
Alright, I just thought of a cool artifact.
What?
Found the Youth.
It's not an artifact, bro.
It's
That is
really an
a,
artifact card from Magic, bro.
I think that's an artifact.
that is a place and a half. That's that's a
Yeah.
Why
destination.
is it an artifact?
That's a
though?
destination.
Why is it a 2 CMC artifact, bro?
They're wrong. I'm sorry.
Fine, I'll
Sword
take
of Feast of
water
Famine.
from the Fountain of Youth.
That's
Valid.
not an artifact. What? You said valid to water?
Or you put it in a cup, bro. Cup full of water.
If that existed, then I would say yes. But until you know from a world that there is specifically a cup from the Fountain of Youth.
I'm assuming if someone has discovered the Fountain of Youth, they
No,
put
bro, it's a
water in
sacred
cup.
place. They don't just treat that place
Then
like
how does it
everyone. Let's
exist?
dish it up and give it to the village. No, it's a sacred fountain.
No, obviously they're gonna bottle it up and market it, bro. You know how
Yeah,
economy
like a
works.
Free Fountain of Youth water.
It's $20.
How much would you pay for that? Fountain of Youth. How much would
I
you?
mean, Fountain of Youth is you never get old, right?
No, I think it just reverts your aging process.
yeah, reverse your age. So let's we have to make a metric. We have to say like 10
I mean, does
milliliters get you 1 year off your life. How much would you pay for?
10 milliliters.
Is the Fountain of Youth renewable? Like, can you put water in the fountain, and then because it's in the fountain,
Well, I think we're just talking about like how much would you pay for a quantity of it. Let's say it's an
No,
infinite.
yeah,
It
yeah,
de-
yeah, yeah.
but
It's
it
like a
de- yeah,
natural
it's
spring.
infinite.
It's like a natural spring.
Yeah.
But it's controlled by like corporate greed.
Yeah, and you have to pay for a different amount.
I don't want to feed the machine.
It's like
but
O'Hare Air.
I mean, it depends. I'll definitely consider it at the end of my life, and I
I'd
figure
probably consider it more in the middle of my life. 'Cause
Nah.
the end of your life, you like do less.
I
and it's
figure
just, like,
it depends
it's the same
on
amount of years. Either
Well, you'd
way.
have to buy more at the end of your life.
yeah.
Because if you're
But
67, you'd want
the
at
cost
least
is still
to get
the
to your
same.
40s.
I mean, with inflation, yeah, sure.
I'm on Devin's side here. Because if
Wait,
you're
here's-
if you're 40, well, if you're like 35, you can keep going back to 34, which is pretty decent. But if you're like 90, you have to come down at least 40 years.
to be something
Yeah, but
worth-
if you want to do it the same amount of years, like the same amount of years, it
10
would cost the
milliliters
same
of water
amount of
only gets you
milliliters.
1 year.
I know. So I would have to buy, like, say, what, 600?
you'd go back 600 years, no, bro.
No,
Make it about 60
milliliters.
years. 10 milliliters is 1 year.
Oh, yeah, so, no,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's do, like, 400 to go back 40 years, so from 80 to go back to 40.
Yeah.
But then, if you guys have been doing that, that's fine. I've lived my life, and I've experienced everything at least once. First of all, at the end, that's when I would consider it at all. Because, like, well, if I'm pretty satisfied, I figure, because I've thought about this, like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to live forever.
No, you don't.
If no one else did,
That's like
or
a-
no one else had the means to that I loved, I'd just kind of age into it.
You'd
and
watch
just-
every person you've
as
ever
long as I'm
loved die.
really what? Yeah, yeah. As long as I'm satisfied with everything I've done, meh. If everyone else is doing it, I'll jump off the bridge too. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd want to live forever, but it'd be like in like a giver context where I'd like give society knowledge.
But you like
it's chill.
But they talk about like you want it though. Because if you live forever, why would you even get out of bed tomorrow and do anything? If you
Well,
could
that's
just
what
do it
I
Marcus
know,
Aurelius said. He
I
was an
know I still
emperor, and he
would.
didn't have to do anything ever during his reign, and he still got out of bed. That's what he talked about.
Yeah,
his
but
book.
he still had a purpose. He still knew he was going to die. There's still things he
Sherman
wanted
would
to
still
live.
have a purpose if that's what he means.
No, because
is
he's going to
sharing
live
knowledge.
forever. He was talking about he wanted to live forever.
My purpose would be to bring knowledge to society.
Yeah, but if you lived forever, you wouldn't care to do that. 'Cause
Well,
you could
there
do
would
it
be
in
a-
the next 500 years.
There would be a point, I'm assuming, where forever is a subjective term for the long foreseeable future, the over foreseeable future.
I could see yeah. I think honestly,
like,
if I would live forever,
as long as he
right
cares
now,
to. Until,
I don't know. It would be probably like I don't know how long I would grind.
I think there's also a factor where
But
if,
you
like,
would definitely take some fat days off.
if you're
though.
at 35 and you've had kids, I wouldn't ever want to be the same age as my children.
Yeah, really
Oh,
interesting
yeah.
movie. The movie In Time.
Yeah,
Whoever told you about this movie?
and also Back to the Future.
Back to the Future is where
Technically.
they time travel.
Well, yeah,
But the movie In Time, so the gist of it is all the currency turns into time.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
yeah.
So once you get to 25, they figured out how to make you stop aging. So everyone's 25. So a really strange aspect of the movie is they were like celebrating. The guy was celebrating his mom's birthday. He was 26 and she was, like 55, and they were the same age. I'm like,
Yep.
what?
It is weird.
Yeah, but I feel like you made a good point where like you wouldn't want to be the same age as your kids. That's why I feel like right at like 20, 25, like in your 20s, because that's I think like most people's prime age. That's when nothing aches yet when they wake up. They still got energy.
when it's
They're
gonna be the
doing
hardest
fun
to have the
things. They're doing their
funding, though.
career.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I didn't think about it like that. You definitely do have the money at the end to be like,
Well,
yeah, I'll
if
take
the
10
way I
years.
think, it depends how much it costs, which is the original question.
Mhm.
Assuming you can scrounge up enough in 1 year and then have some to live life, like survive, then you could start that process at 20.
Yeah, I would just go infinite at 20.
Yeah. But also,
I'd be
like,
doing horrible jobs. I'd be roofing houses, mercenary work, anything.
yeah, assuming, yeah, at the end of the year, you get a fresh start with your body. It's not bad at all. It's a good gig.
True.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why you just like do testing on yourselves and like sell body parts. Like right in December, right before you pop a fountain of
No,
youth, you just
I
like sell
figure-
both your kidneys and like sell a leg, then you take the
Well,
pop of
I
youth
think-
and
I mean, the kidney market would
I don't
probably
think it
go
would-
down pretty heavily.
I don't think it
with-
would work. I don't
with
think
the
it would work.
fountain of youth.
You sell your kidneys, you take the fountain of youth. I think
Would
those
it
kidneys
not?
are going to retract into nothingness and then just appear there.
oh, so you're saying it
you know
goes
what I
away.
mean? I think maybe it wouldn't. Like if I amputate a leg and throw it over there, if I drink from the fountain, I think my leg will just come back.
This person's dying. This person's dying. They need your kidney. All right, give it to them. You have to promise you won't take any fountain of youth. But I won't. I won't. A year later, I'm sorry, little one. Just like sucks it out of him.
Oh
Yep, something's different. Damn, feels different.
no! No, I'd pay $2,000
What? Bro, I was about to say like 40 for a
$1,000?
year of your life.
$1,000.
40,000.
Who said it's a spring? Jacob was over here looking to live forever.
Yeah, I mean, how much would you pay for 1 year of your life?
Oh, if
That's
I was
kinda-
selling
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
if
that's
I
more
was
the
selling it
question.
1 year of my life,
Not like you're trying to put a market
$500,000
price on
to
it.
sell. Yeah,
No,
I
no.
would sell my 1 year of my
How
life.
much would you buy it?
$500,000.
What is the?
Yeah, so if I was buying it, I'm assuming it would be the same price, $500,000.
So you would pay $500,000 for it?
No, but that would the price
the
be that I'm
question.
estimating.
That's
I'm not going to walk up to a company and be like, yes, I would like to purchase the most valuable thing on earth, please. And they're like, yeah, how much do you want to buy for it?
No.
I'm like, that's not. They're not going to ask that.
No, at what limit would you be like,
Yes.
no, that's too
Yes.
much?
That's the question.
Like me,
What's
Half
the
a million
level?
plus one.
100,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it. I'm guessing the price would be right around there. So I just wouldn't buy it. That's
so you
too
just
much.
really don't want it. Okay. So okay, that's
If it
what
got
you're saying.
super, super cheap, I'd buy it low at 2,000
So like 40K.
for 1 year.
I'd buy a little sell high, baby.
If someone's at like $40,000 and you can relive,
I'm not
and
buying
you don't
it.
age, you're not
For
doing
1
it?
year, no.
What if all your friends do?
I'm just gonna live healthy.
Yeah, 1 year is not that
It's
much.
not gonna make a
though, at the same
difference.
time.
I'm already 1 year older than some of my
Yeah.
friends.
like whether you're
1 year
80,
at,
say
1 year at
it's-
25, bro. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. You can only do cocaine.
It's the
for so
same
many
as 1
years.
year at 26. It's the exact same. You're gonna be in your 20s for 1 more year than me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but while I'm in my young 20s, I make more bread, get more years. Next thing you know, you're 40, I'm 25.
You know how the end of life works, dude? Like, I really hope this doesn't happen. But let's assume you do that. You live in your 20s longer, so you just consume more things that maybe aren't the best for you to consume. Not talking about anything illicit. But, like, I do my thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do this, so I'm going to eat as healthy as possible to, keep up with my friends who buy 1 or 2 years here or there. There's still a chance that you die before me. So what's the point? I still get 1 more year in my golden years than somebody else who bought 3 years and 25. I don't care. I like the way that
wouldn't
life
the
is set up.
Fountain of
I
Youth
like
make
the
you
phases.
healthier?
What?
Wouldn't the Fountain of Youth make you healthier?
Yeah. So say you do it so you get to.
I'm
20,
assuming that
you.
like when I go 26 to 25, it's going to put me back at my 25 baseline. So if I perfected my 25 baseline and go 26,
Yeah, you devote your like entire life to being as jacked
Yeah.
as possible.
so
or
I could be
whatever, like,
perfect
healthy.
and then go back to 25 a couple times and then reset perfect
guess-
back to my perfect 25 baseline, then go perfect up to 35, then be bad again, go back to my perfect 35 baseline. I kept doing that in like 10-year increments. Bro, I'd outlive you
So
easy.
you're gonna pay $40,000 every time you do that, though?
Yeah,
What are you doing for a living?
making 40,000. I'll tell you that.
At least and living nowhere else.
I'll get more years, meaning more knowledge, with my fit body. I could make money easier.
You could think about it like that because I
What?
mean if you're working the same job for an extra year, because basically
I'm going to be an actual 25-year-old with 20 years of experience.
Well, here's the thing: you're not going back in time. You're
Sure,
just
yeah,
getting
yes,
1
yes.
year of life back. So you're extending the end of your life,
yeah.
not warping time right
So
then and there.
it's like
so it's not like you're saving money by going back 1 year, necessarily.
Mhm.
You're just because you still have all life expenses in front of you. You're just making it so that you
Yeah.
probably have more money at the end.
I mean, it's
If
kind
you
of the
save well,
same
if you
thing.
save right.
Like again, another year of working. Let's say after your $40,000 and all your living costs, all this, you have $5,000 left to save, or
Yeah.
$2,000. If you work an extra year, by the time you're 30 or whatever,
You're not
you're gonna have an
working an
extra
extra year.
$2,000. Yes, you are. In
Oh,
the end.
by the time you
Like, by-
retire is what you mean.
Yeah, or even like the
You
next
would have
year.
worked an extra. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's-
so like you do
not
technically
the
you
same
will earn
thing
more
as
money because
getting
it's
more
like
money
you
in
have an
that
extra
time
salary.
You have a little bit more dojo.
It's
than
not the
me.
same thing as getting more money in that time frame. You're not getting more money.
No,
You're
no,
making
yeah,
the
in that
same
time
wage.
frame. But by the time
by
you
the end, you'll have saved a little bit more.
Not even by
1
the end,
year
just
more.
if you set like an age.
Oh, yeah, you
like
set a-
30.
yeah, if
you
you
know,
set an
it's like you're gonna
attainable
have
goal.
like an extra year where you worked and you
Yeah.
saved an extra 2,000 or whatever.
I'm just thinking, like, you have to be a millionaire or very close on the verge to start the process and be confident you can continue it for that method. You know what I mean?
Wait, did you want to buy 10 at a time? Is that what you were saying?
Well, not maybe at a time, but yeah, do it in those increments.
I was saying, 'cause,
Like
like, you just have
5
to
year or
have
10 year
40,000 excess a year. And again, that's
Yeah.
just the limit I set.
40,000 reasonable, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Because like a year is obviously time is
I'd be
everything.
tempted to go buy
At the
one
same
right
time,
now.
A year is
I'm
just
not
a
buying
year.
one year for $40,000.
Say that. Have a year.
40,000 is a lot of money.
I
and it's
like
just
the way
a
life
year.
is set up. I like
Yeah.
the phases of life. I have no quarrels with it. I'm at peace with everything that I have in front of me. I'm not
Mr.
worried
Perfect
whatsoever.
over there.
That's tranquility, dude.
I like. No, I shouldn't say that.
Why did you just say that?
deeper.
don't-
It's deeper when it's real.
He just
bro.
said he likes shooting up heroin. It's obviously a joke. I don't know why it's maybe.
For legal reasons, that was a joke.
That's the thing I think about. Can you even get in trouble for that stuff? Because I listen to so many podcasts where people talk about illicit
No, I don't think so.
substance abuse.
Not really.
I don't think so.
They worry about like the selling and buying, but like,
what you
if
just
you
said,
actually
"Oh,
do it,
I was joking.
Well, yeah.
yeah, like the selling and buying they don't like. But if you just,
I mean, I
like,
think you
use
could
it,
give them
that's-
reason to search your home, maybe. But obviously, if they don't find anything, there's no
Yeah.
possession. There's no proof of purchase or.
I feel like a lot of
Ooh.
people, they definitely would find something.
Yeah.
But even then, like just a possession of narcotics is like not that bad.
Yeah, it depends though.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It
New,
does.
New
like,
York had
from
that
intent
policy.
to sell and
New York
be
had
that
that
one.
policy a while back where they could just search you if you looked like suspect, like you're carrying drugs.
Norway, if you smell like weed, you get arrested.
arrested if you just smell like
If
it.
you smell like weed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is
I think
because
with all
that
that
could be
money,
like
they would
Imagine you
able
get
to-
sprayed by a skunk. And
Right.
You just haven't had time to go.
yeah, or if
shower,
like
right?
there's a different scent out there that just smells similar.
Yeah. That'd be kind of terrible.
Yeah,
But I don't know if
that's-
they have skunks
that's
there, to be
crazy.
honest. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Maybe skunks are North America.
Well, it might be a little cold for that over there.
Yeah. I saw one the other day. Yeah. Must have been getting up to something. Tidying up after Christmas. I don't know.
Getting up
Do
to
you think
something.
they hibernate? Is that?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Just out and about.
I seen one just a couple weeks ago. It was dead.
There was a 3-day
But seen
period
it.
when I was going to Lima where I thought it was like an omen or something, like literally a prophecy foretelling. So I was driving home from school and stuff like that, and it was the same road and the same time every day at the same place. First day, I see a fox middle of the day. It's not super rare, but it's kind of cool. Super close. I was driving real slow and I just saw it and he like stopped and just looked at me the whole way. I'm like, okay, kind of odd. Second day, back to back to back. Second day, I don't know why it was there or where the nearest body of water was, but a crane, like a kingfisher, same spot, same intersection, driving real slow, just looking at me. I'm like, well, that's odd. Won't think about that anymore. And the third day, bro, I crossed over and there was just a beaver. So I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up, see if that's like will I die in like 4 days or
Yeah, was this a sign?
a fox, a crane, and a beaver. I don't know.
Walk into a bar.
That sounds like a great joke.
It's the code to get into Bleak Falls Barrow.
For real.
Oh, it ain't. What's that? Owl, bear, dragon, right?
No.
No, bear, owl, dragon.
No, there's no dragon.
Bear, dragon, owl. Dragonfly.
It's
dragonfly.
an eagle and owl, or is it a fly?
It's
The one
a-
over the one with the
I think
wings
it's a
spread.
dragonfly. It's a dragonfly.
Is it the same?
It's
every
bear.
time?
It's bear. The one with the spread and the owl. So whatever.
Bear,
fly owl.
dragonfly, owl. I think it's a
There's no
dragonfly. I think
Oh,
it's got 4.
might be. I usually
There
call it
is
like
a
eagle.
dragon, but not on that one.
Yeah, there is, but not on that.
Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, that was a little.
Ebony Claw.
We're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Our time's running out, so we're gonna get out of here. And
It's been fun.
it's
Our
been
time
real.
is actually running out.
Dude, you messed it up. Say it again. Say it again.
It's been fun.
It's been real. You don't know what to say? No, okay.
Real.
You say it's been fun. Do you know?
Let's go find a seal.
Okay, you say it's been fun,
It's been fun.
It's been real.
but it hasn't been real fun. That's a shame.
Don't do drugs, kids. Look at what it's turned out into.
Don't